Welcome back. We're going to be doing 3 movie cocktails, if you read the description. We're going to be doing a cocktail from the Big Lebowski. I think you know which cocktail that's going to be. It's going to be the White Russian. We're also going to be doing the Orange Whip from Blues Brothers, one of my all-time favorite movies. And then we are going to be doing the Manhattan from the 1959 film Some Like It Hot, which is a 1950s romantic comedy starring Marilyn Monroe. I'll get more into that later. So I guess should I just dive right in? How are you all doing? Good? I'm doing good. All right, so we're going to start off with the White Russian. We're going to grab a rocks glass. This drink can just be built right in the glass. You don't need to shake, stir, or anything. In fact, I can just put ice in and then just build it up like that. I'm going to do it just like the dude does. I'm just going to build it right in the glass. I'm not going to do any fancy shaking or stirring. So let me go get some ice. Forgot to grab my measuring cup. Okay. All right. So this is going to be really, really simple. This is a coffee drink. There's no actual coffee in it. We're doing coffee liqueur and vodka. We're going to be using Kimura coffee liqueur. So we're going to do 1 ounce of that. If it decides to pour, there we go. 1 ounce of Kimura right into the glass. Now, if you don't take your coffee with cream in it, that's totally fine. There is a Black Russian. There are many different types of Russians. A Black Russian is a very good option. I personally don't really put dairy in my coffee, though I do prefer dairy in a white. I do prefer a White Russian over a Black Russian. I don't know why that is, but we're gonna do 1 ounce of vodka. Oops. Spilled some on the bar there. I'm just gonna make up for that. We're using a Pinochle whipped Pinnacle. I'm thinking of the card game Pinochle. Pinnacle whipped cream vodka for this. I'm gonna clean up that mess I made on the bar. And then, just like the dude does, I'm just gonna loosely pour. I mean, he didn't really measure his stuff out either. Yeah, you just kind of want that separation going on there. You can kind of see it all collecting at the bottom. And there we have it. That's the White Russian. Not incredibly boozy. I mean, obviously, I could probably add more of everything if I wanted to. But yeah, that is the White Russian from the Big Lebowski. So the next drink. Oh, wait. I lied. There we go. 2 straws. Perfect. Okay, so the next drink we're going to do is the Orange Whip. From one of my all-time favorites. Am I going too fast? I can slow it down. Am I going too fast? My apologies. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Okay. So, well, I can't now. It's a little too late. I'm not going to just, I'm being told to add more booze for those that can't see the comments. The next drink we're going to do is the Orange Whip from one of my all-time favorite movies, The Blues Brothers. Now, I've never seen The Big Lebowski, so I wasn't able to describe the scene, but I can describe this scene almost to a T because I've seen it a million times. So, as you guys know, or as many of you probably know, the Blues Brothers, they're on a mission from God to save the orphanage that they were raised in.
We're on a mission from God.
We're on a mission from God. They're on a mission from God to save the orphanage that they were raised in. And what they do to raise money for the orphanage is they get their band back together. And that's the entire movie, is them just trying to get the band back together, find the venue to perform this amazing concert that's going to raise $10,000 to save the orphanage.
What kind of music you folks got here?
What?
We got both kinds. We got country and western.
We got both.
Sorry, I also love that.
No, it's such a good movie. So the Orange Whip. This specific scene is the scene when the Blues Brothers are running late. They're trying to get to the stage, and Cap Calloway performs his Minnie the Moocher. And John Candy, who, great actor, he's essentially one of the inspectors within the police force. He's sitting down at a table, and this scene was actually improvised. The Orange Whip is based off of a drink from Orange Julius back in the 1980s. And John Candy looks around, and he's just like, what do I say? What do I say? Can I get an Orange Whip? Can I get an Orange Whip? Let's get 3 Orange Whips. And it became famous right after that. So I'm going to make an Orange Whip. Obviously, the one at the Orange Julius wasn't boozy. I'm going to make it boozy. I'm going to follow the recipe that I found online. And it involves a blender. So it's going to get loud. I hope we don't make a mess here. Can you hold that? Thanks. Thank you. And I saw an outlet. There we go. So apparently it was on.
Hey Steve, you be careful.
Hey Blake, no. All right. You good? No promises. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure out. This is also not really a boozy drink. This is very desserty. I mean, by Ellie's request, I'll make it a little bit more boozy. They said add more booze. Fair enough.
You ever want the orange juice?
What?
Get the orange juice.
Oh, yeah, I need the orange juice. That's okay. So I'm going to fill this up with ice because that'll be like the perfect measurement for the ice that I put into the blender. Just give me 1 second while I go do that.
I'll break this front.
Oh, thank you. So I got my glass full of ice. Best way to measure ice in a glass, if you're going to make a blended drink, you can just pour that right into the blender. And this is going to be both vodka and rum from the recipe that I saw. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of rum. I'm using Rumson's spiced rum. I was going to use like a coconut rum or something, but I kind of wanted to add some funk to it, so.
A little bit of spice.
A little bit of spice. If you want to make this really funky, use like a really dark Jamaican rum. Those are the funkiest of rums. We're going to do 1.5 ounces of the whipped cream vodka. So that's 3 ounces right there. What's up? Show the world what you just did.
No.
Show the world.
You show the world.
No, you show the world. You're the one that did it. He took the orange juice and he went, orange whip. If I have to explain that to you, you're...
Joke over. Done. Move on.
Yeah.
Please.
If I have to explain that to y'all, you're either too young to be watching this or too old to use the internet, so. All right, we're gonna do 2 ounces of orange juice. Now, before I add the cream, if you're lactose intolerant, I do not recommend this. The recipe did call for heavy cream. I'm using half and half. We're gonna do 4 ounces of half and half.
A good bartender would be prepared.
A good bartender improvises, my guy.
Yeah.
I think that's
I think a good bartender is both.
Yeah. Like no one is truly ever fully prepared for anything.
Except for that one goat from over the hedge. No. What was that? Alright, you're too young, never mind.
Oh, we'll figure
I
it out.
know over the hedge.
No, what's the other one?
Oh, I know.
I know
over
over
the
the hedge.
Right. So we're gonna blend this. It's gonna get loud. So do you guys have plans for the weekend? I don't. I'm just asking you because I got nothing going on. All right. So I'll take that up. We're gonna grab the glass that we poured our ice in. We're just gonna fill this right up to the top.
Hoodwinked.
Oh God, yeah. And there we have an orange whip. I need a straw. I'm excited to try the orange whip.
Me too.
That's
Well, it's gonna be a creamsicle.
It's gonna be a creamsicle, yeah. You could get away with using a citron vodka if you wanted to, if you didn't want, like.
You know how you really do it?
Buy an orange whip from Orange Julius.
Orange soda, vanilla.
You said orange soda, and I was like, no.
Wait, no, hear me out. Orange soda, vanilla, Monin, and then just half of it's vodka.
And then just pour that into a bottle of vodka and shake.
Actually, orange soda, whipped cream, vodka, half and half. Done.
Apparently, there's a drink in Argentina. They take a whole bottle of Fernet Branca, which is like a liqueur. It's kind of like Jägermeister, and they pour it in an entire 2 liter of Coke, and then they just pass that around, and they use the bottle as like the drinking vessel. Apparently, that's a huge tradition over there. It's so weird.
I need a movement.
I know, right? All right. So the last drink we're going to do tonight is, I'm going to move that. So that's the orange. That's the orange whip. I'll move on to the last drink. We're going to be doing the Manhattan from Some Like It Hot. So
and nowhere else.
Yeah, and nowhere else. Totally not from the place it came from. Utah.
Yeah. Just like fortune cookies. They're all out of some place in like New York.
Yeah, exactly. So Some Like It Hot. A lot of the popularity of the Manhattan came from this movie, especially during the 50s and 60s. It takes place in Prohibition America. So in the scene, Marilyn Monroe and friends were on a train, and they had to smuggle alcohol onto the train. And they used an old-fashioned ice bag, or like one of those rubber things. It was, you put hot water in it, and it warms you up.
Hot water bag.
A hot water bag, that's the word. They took a hot water bag, and they smuggled bourbon, sweet vermouth, and bitters, and they made the Manhattan in the hot water. They made a batched Manhattan in the hot water bag, and it was a really funny scene. But I'm not going to do that because I don't have a hot water bag. I don't know. What do you think the difference in taste? It would probably be really rubbery. Yeah.
You could just use Ziploc bags.
You could just use Ziploc bags. I'm not going to use a Ziploc bag, though. I'm going to make it.
Coward.
All right.
Maybe stop bullying.
I see you.
Maybe stop bullying Steve.
I see you. By the way, I forgot to mention, if you want to order any of these drinks, go to toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. If you want to order the White Russian, you can hit the pharmaceutical stimulant button on the menu, and then just type White Russian, Big Lebowski, or make a reference to the movie. Same with the orange.
A non-racist reference to the movie.
Yes,
please.
yes. Sucks that we have to clarify that, but yes. If it's a racist comment, we're going to take your money, but you're not going to get your drink. And then if you want to order the orange whip, please, dear God, make a reference to the Blues Brothers. Please, dear God, make a reference to the Blues Brothers. Order one of the boozy milkshakes, and in the notes, either make a reference to the Blues Brothers or type in just orange whip. And we'll make you an orange whip. If you order it during the live stream, I'll make it for you on the live stream.
Still has yet to happen.
Still has yet to happen. Order drinks, guys. Obviously,
the person to order a drink during the live stream gets all the money in Steve's wallet.
You're going to be very disappointed.
It's a $1 bill. Maybe. It's 2 pennies.
It's a $1 bill. He guessed correctly. And of course, as always, please tip your bartender. You can support me directly on Venmo at Stephen-Rudin. So yeah, I guess we'll get into the last drink. So yeah, the Manhattan from Some Like It Hot. There was heavy cream all up in my measuring cup, so I'm just going to use a new one because I think that'll be kind of weird. So the standard Manhattan recipe is 2-1-2. And the easiest way to remember that, which I think is so clever, and I tell this to literally everybody every single time I either make a Manhattan or someone makes a Manhattan. The area code for New York City is 212. So just remember that, and you'll have the recipe. With a Manhattan, you can either use bourbon or rye. Today we're going to be using sapling maple bourbon, which goes really well in Manhattan. It's so good. So we're going to do 2 ounces of sapling maple bourbon.
Is it sapling or is it sapling?
Sapling,
Oh.
like a little baby tree.
I understood. Yeah. It's a good word.
It is. So we're going to do 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. Vermouth is just a fortified wine. They also do make dry vermouth, which we have right here. You would put this in your martinis or other cocktails.
What's the difference?
This has sugar in it. That's literally the only difference. And it's also often infused with fruit, which is why it's red. Pro tip.
Pro tips with Steve.
Pro tips with Steve. Refrigerate your vermouth. At least your sweet vermouth. Dry vermouth is fine. Refrigerate your sweet vermouth. It doesn't go bad, but it does lose its flavor.
All right. You pick it up?
All right, so we're gonna do 1 ounce of sweet vermouth. And then we have Angostura bitters right here. I'm gonna do 2 dashes of Angostura bitters. And then I have my coupe glass right here. I'm going to fill this up with ice and soda water just to chill the glass down. And then I'm going to add ice to this guy. I'm going to move this out of the way so I can make room for things. I'll be right back. So because there's no citrus, fruit juice, egg, cream, what have you, this is a stirred cocktail since it's nothing but alcohol. If you shook it, it would just get too diluted too quickly. This is just a better way to measure how diluted it's getting. And the best way to tell when you're stirring is feel the glass once it starts to get cold, and once the ice starts to melt a little bit, you know you're done. I mean, of course, if you want it extra diluted, stir it as much as you want. Shake it if you want to. I'm using a knife since we don't have a bar spoon.
We did.
We did, and then we lost it.
And then step in, ate it like spaghetti.
Usually about 30 seconds is good for this. It's starting to get there. I mean, of course, if you want to use a hot water bag, I don't know, that'd be really fun. You have a party with friends and you pull out a hot water bag. All right, guys.
Hey, dude, pass the hot water bag.
Manhattans are ready, my guy.
Nice and warm.
Yum, yum.
Manhattan fresh out of the microwave.
All right, I think that's about good. So I'm going to grab, I forgot to grab the cherries too. I'm going to grab a cherry. I thought I was prepared. Apparently I wasn't. Not today. We're going to grab our coupe and dump that out. And you'll see that the glass is nice and frosted. And we're going to grab a strainer. Put that right on top of the glass. I'll just pour that right in. And then I put that cherry in here, just because we just drop that right there in the middle. And those are our 3 movie cocktails. That is our Some Like It Hot Maple Manhattan. And then we have our Orange Whip from the Blues Brothers. And then we have our White Russian from the Big Lebowski. Like I said, if you want to order any of these drinks, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. I'll put that link up right now.
Here comes my favorite part of every episode.
Why are you? Tom's just like, I'm a taste. If you want to order the White Russian, hit the pharmaceutical stimulant button on the menu, and in the notes type White Russian or make a non-racist.
Yeah, you good?
I'm good. Make a non-racist PC reference to Big Lebowski. If you want to order the Orange Whip, make a PC reference to the Blues Brothers, or just hit one of the boozy milkshake buttons, and in the notes type Orange Whip. And then if you want the Some Like It Hot Manhattan, we have the McGiggles Old Fashioned now on the menu. Just hit that button and then type Manhattan in the notes, or make a reference to Some Like It Hot. All right, I guess we should get to tasting these. So Manhattans I'm really familiar with. I just don't really use maple whiskey for it, which I'm really excited to try. I've never had an Orange Whip before, and oh my god, I'm giddy.
I'm excited. I have not tried that before.
And then I'm going to stir the White Russian a little bit. I think I did put a little too much cream in there, but that's okay. All right, so we're going to try this one first. It's just a coffee flavored dessert beverage, and I love it.
It's the best.
It's really good.
You could drink like 5 of these.
You could just you just think you're drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, coffee milk. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you put cream in it, you're basically drinking. Now, I don't condone. Drink responsibly. Don't wake up first thing in the morning and have this be your morning coffee every day. That's unhealthy.
Yeah, every other day.
But every other day, yeah, that's fine. Bad. But if you are having a Big Lebowski viewing party, this is definitely the way to go. All right, let's just skip right to the Orange Whip. I'm
so excited.
Me too. It's starting to separate a little bit. It's okay. It's so light.
That's what my parents said.
Jesus Christ. That's really good.
I need a bigger straw.
It's just pure orange.
I couldn't get anything through that straw. All right.
Yeah.
It's not as vanilla-y as I expected it to be, I guess.
It's not.
Or not even as creamy as I expected it to be, but that's probably because of the ice.
Yeah.
But it was very good.
It is very much a orange flavored slushy. I feel like it could
almost tastes like an orange liqueur in itself.
in its own right. Yeah. I feel like you could definitely get away with if you wanted to add more orange flavor to it, either adding triple sec or an orange bitters to it.
Ooh. No, it could be good.
What?
Maybe like a white chocolate liqueur in that.
That could be really good.
Because it's got that like hint of orange flavor that like you get in orange flavored chocolate.
It does, yeah. It is very orangey. It's a weird taste, but it's really good. All right, and we're gonna try the Some Like It Hot Manhattan. Yep. How do you drink your Manhattans? With a straw.
Okay, well, I follow the law.
COVID, yeah, that's fair.
You can only drink from your friend's drink with a straw. That was good. I enjoyed it.
Manhattans are really good. With the maple, it pairs really well with the vermouth. It takes some of the herbaceousness away, but it makes it like a lot sweeter. If you guys like Manhattans, I would highly recommend you use the sapling maple bourbon. It's really good. I guess I'll arrange these from what I like the most to my least favorite. Manhattans are already a go-to for me. I'm already very familiar with them. So I'm actually going to put it in the middle just because of how often I do enjoy a Manhattan. But And then yeah, the orange whip. I'm sorry, is gonna have to be last for me.
I agree with that one.
It was really good. It just needed something. It needed either a little bit more
The
sweetener.
other ones are so full of flavor.
That one just got lost. Yeah. If any of you have any suggestions to how to make the orange whip better, I would love to hear it. If you guys make any of these drinks, we have the White Russian from the Big Lebowski, the Manhattan from Some Like It Hot, and the Orange Whip from the Blues Brothers. We would love to see photos of it on your social media. Tag the castle at the Castle Beverly. And yeah, I think the winner was the White Russian for me. It was perfectly balanced, really flavorful, really creamy. And again,
White Russian is just like a default winner for me.
Yeah.
We served White Russians last year, right?
We did. We don't have it on the menu anymore for some reason.
Yeah.
Maybe just not enough people are ordering them.
It was specifically a milkshake, right?
Oh,
I'm pretty sure we had a White Russian milkshake.
we did have a White Russian
Yeah.
milkshake. Yeah.
Can you
It was like
please find
last
that
winter's
recipe?
special.
What?
Please find that recipe.
I'm sure.
I will.
we
Yeah,
can,
I'm sure we can totally find it. So yeah, those were good. Next week, so last week, yeah, before I get into next week, we'll go back into last week. Last week, I did a beer tasting with all 6 beers that we had on tap.
And 2 of them are gone now.
2 of them are gone now, which is fantastic. Good job, guys. 2 of them are no longer on tap. We ran out, which means we're probably going to be getting 2 more. I will absolutely taste those for you and
I'm sorry.
for you. Yeah,
I'm going to taste these for you.
I'm going to taste these for you.
I will bear the burden.
It's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to taste them just so I can show you guys those. I'm going to show you guys those beers. I guess that's a better way to say it. And next week, I kind of want to get into doing the beer cocktails that I was talking about. I have some really fun ideas for those. So next week, we'll be doing that. Thank you guys again for joining me this week. Again, if you want to order any of these cocktails, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com. If you want to order the White Russian, hit the pharmaceutical stimulant button, and then just in the notes, either make a PC reference to the Big Lebowski, or just type White Russian in the notes. If you want to order the Some Like It Hot Manhattan, what do you? If you want to order the Some Like It Hot Manhattan,
It's just not going to be good.
it's not. That's why I was trying to avoid it. Hit the McGiggles Old Fashioned button, which also, by the way, try the McGiggles Old Fashioned. Really good. Hit the McGiggles Old Fashioned button, and then just type Manhattan in the notes, or make a reference to Some Like It Hot. And then if you want the Orange Whip, hit one of the boozy milkshake buttons, and then in the notes, either make a reference to the Blues Brothers, or type in Orange Whip.
I
Fine.
hope this music
Fine.
isn't going
Yeah, I was
through
gonna
the
say,
audio.
what is going on?
We've passed the normal
Weird part.
music into the
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm gonna do a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
You don't have to do too much because I know you want to drink that.
No, it's fine. Oh, it is thick.
It's just
Chunky.
it's all that.
So at the end of every episode, one thing that we really like to do, or that Tom really likes to do,
It's fun.
we call this the King's Cup. It's when we take all 3 cocktails at the end of every episode and we mix them all together. And then we try it. And sometimes it's a fantastic combo, and sometimes like this, I don't know what to
Really
expect.
only with the tiki drinks.
We've had some really good ones aside from the tiki drinks. Thanks for watching, guys. It's mostly the vermouth that's going to bug me, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's that. That's the only problem.
This is the black sheep of the family. This is the black sheep of the family.
Yeah, that's the Steve of the family.
Roasted.
No,
At first, it's like
I'm not getting.
you taste a little bit of the
Oh
coffee.
yeah.
You taste
No, that is the final note in that,
Yeah.
and it's horrible.
you taste a little bit of this. You get a lot of this,
Yeah.
And then you taste bourbon, and you're like, oh, it's a creamy bourbon drink. And then you taste the vermouth. I was right. That's what kicks you.
See, because, like, this was good. Mixed with this, not bad still. The bourbon, it's getting weird, and then the vermouth kills it.
Yeah, like, it's not an unpleasant weird. It's like, ooh, I'm drinking, like, it tastes like our maple bourbon milkshake.
Every time. I don't like that.
It tastes like our maple bourbon milkshake, and then you just get slapped in the face with vermouth.
But it hits you in that order every time.
Yeah.
Because it's like, this is good, this is fine, this is okay, I want to die.
It tastes like I just licked a battery.
Yes.
That is what it tastes like. So if you want to order the King's Cup, toasttab.com/thecastlebeverly.com.
First one who orders gets this one.
That's a terrible decision.
Yep. Well, I mean, we'll get to know if either of us have.
And of course, this is the moment where I definitely ask, please tip your bartender, because this is what I do for you guys.
This is the only way Steve makes his money.
This is literally it.
A public service.
I'm only here for this. Tip your bartender. You can tip me directly on Venmo at Stephen-Rudin. Thank you guys for joining me again this week. Next week, like I said, we're going to try and do beer cocktails, which is going to be really fun. It sounds weird, but beer cocktails are really good, and I can't wait to show them to you. Okay,
I'm excited.
It's going to be really good. Have a great night, guys, and I will see you next week.